When last time you talked to Asian though? Y'all still got a relationship?
I ain't talking Asian. I had recently DM'd Asian before I got booked. We had DM'd and said our differences and shit. I was just like, we asked each other. Like she asked, like I said, ain't no beef. Like it's all love. It was all love. Asian used to be my homie. I don't really know what me and Asian really fell out of it though. Like
yeah, cause I didn't know y'all really had.
I don't think me and Asian really fell out. It just was so emotional with everything around the time that just people was just all over the place. Everybody was just angry at each other, blaming each other or whatever. But I ain't really had no fallout with Asian. Like I ain't really fall out with Asian.
You think she tripping when she consider herself the queen of drill? Or she could have that title?
I mean, that's what she wanted to say.
With her not being from Chicago, is that a possibility?
That'd be. She had to talk to female Chicago artists. I can't really speak on the female rappers and shit. Like that's something for the females to really speak on. Like as far as right now, shit, it ain't about who did it. It's about who doing it right now. Like you got these little shawties coming up. Like y'all mentioned the little Star Benz girl. My stepdaughter heavy on her. She heavy on her, like listen to her shit, But you be having to let monetize these kids' music these days. You got people rapping about ops and shit, and you be like, damn, you a girl, bro. What is you doing?
But they feel like they have to do it.
I don't know. I don't be knowing if they like this how they come up with, or this is just good at rapping, or they studs or something.
So y'all didn't have like trench chicks and shit that'll be.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cause I hear y'all
my cousin
about...
has a like. Damn, I just said that. She don't even like that word. My bad, Bree.
Yeah, that word's offensive now.
Yeah, I apologize to whoever that offended, but my cousin, she like girls. But
who was Keita to you? Cause Keita always
that's big sis. That's all our big sisters. She was close to everybody. That's big sis. I got her name on my eyebrow. I got it a little though, cause that shit was hurting.
Yeah.
That shit was hurting bad as hell. I don't really like tattoos. That shit hurt me, but I want some more though. But that shit be hurting me though. I don't like pain. I want to get this shit lasered off my hand.
What you got on your hand?
Wick City.
Yeah.
And a trace. That's when I was over BD crazy. I want to get that shit removed though. I don't be on that type of time no more. I want to get professional one day. I want to have the tattoos off my hand. And eventually I might get this removed off my face too.
Where you got it on your face? I can't even see it.
I got Keita name right here and I got Vaughn name right here.
Sure.
But it ain't really big. People don't be knowing, so I be telling myself like I can get a pass with it a little bit.
The dreads kind
of cover it perfectly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have dreads for long. I'm gonna end up taking all my shit down.
Really? What kind of haircut you want to have?
I don't think I'm doing a haircut. I said I was gonna do braids. They told me don't do it. I don't know. I just be indecisive about a lot of shit though. Like, cause like a Muslim, right? You gotta make ghusl. Like you or something like. You gotta make ghusl. You can't pray. Your prayer not gonna be suffice. If you don't make ghusl. So you gotta wet your hair and shit and dreads and shit. Like you keep wetting dreads. Like that shit like gets to stinking like mildew. You feel me? So that's why like if I do make ghusl, I always got the blow dryer and dry my hair, dry my dreads one by one. So I won't mildew, like that smell. Like then you get tired of doing that shit. Like
how often do you have to do it?
With ghusl?
Yeah.
Shit, how many nuts you gonna bust? You gotta make ghusl behind it.
Word.
You can't pray until you do it. Feel me? So.
When did you convert over to Islam? Or when
5 years ago.
Yeah. What was the decision behind that?
I had been anyway like seeking. Like when I was locked up, it was like. Some Muslims I was cool with, you feel me? And we used to go to Juma, link up with each other and shit, but it was like, I liked how they moved and how they carried themselves, they discipline. But it was, it's called Adhan. the way this dude, his name was Mike. I think his name was Mike. He was from Chicago Heights. He was like a 4 or something. His voice, bro, he had a voice for, like, his voice was like for it. Like, he used to call her Don. And, you know, a lot of people used to play, like, try to mock him. But I used to get quiet and give him his space and respect it, you know, get quiet, you know, let him do his. But I liked it how it was done.
Yeah.
And they used to do it at Jumont when they do that, what they call it, e-commerce. I always liked it. And I'm like, damn. I used to tell my baby mama at the time that I'm like, I'm going to be Muslim. I'm like, I'm finna convert. I'm like, I don't want to do it in jail, though. Because I don't want everybody to be like, you know how everybody go to jail be Muslim.
Turn Muslim.
Yeah, and this was in 2016, I was telling her. But when I first looked into Muslim, though, it was in 2011. So I'm like, I'm going to wait till I get out. I'm like, you going to do it with me? She like, bet. But, you know, we end up going our separate ways and shit. I got out and shit, I ended up doing it. Like a year later, Uncle had took me. Vonnie Daddy, Vonnie, Von, Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle had took me and shit. I had took my shahada with him. He, you know, he was explaining everything to me and stuff. But he was patient with me too, though. He was patient with me, like he was been talking to me, trying to do it, but was moving on my pace type shit. And we ended up doing it, and I feel like that was one of the best things, though, that happened with me, like, ever in my life, besides, like, my kids. That was one of the best things with me joining Islam and me going to jail now and being able to really get in tune with my religion, get in tune and be on my deen, you know. So, you know, that's why that goes to where I be like, I appreciate the little time I did get away. Like, you know, shit. It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was
The last 2 years you just did?
Yeah, I feel like it was worth it, yeah. Like,
It's kind of crazy to see so many people converting in Chicago.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing, but, you know, Allahu Alam, man, Allah knows best. But I be just wondering, like, if the intention's pure, if it's sincerity, like, and the intentions, like.
You think it's a trend?
I don't be knowing, and I can't bust my brain. That's only Allah knows what's going on with that. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't be knowing. Like, I don't be knowing. I be hoping it's sincere, you know, but I'm still was a street dude before I was anything, so I pay attention to everything. Like, you know, it been cats that was into with each other, like, real hard. And, you know, in Islam, ain't no, y'all can't bring that to Islam. Like, y'all brothers now, you feel me? But you may know like a lot about your religion, not a lot, but enough to know, like, you can't harm another Muslim. A Muslim can't harm another Muslim, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, I be like, what if the person who just converted don't know that yet, or if its intentions is to try to get next to somebody? So I be weary of it, like
the back door nigga.
Yeah, I don't
like
be knowing, bro. I don't be knowing, cause but in the Quran it said that it's gonna just be groups and groups and crowds of people that's just gonna be coming and walking into the fold of Islam. So that could be really what's going on. Like, it's clear proof. That was like one of the ayats in there that was gonna happen. You feel me?
How many people in your life would you think you lost either death or jail? If you had to put a number on it.
Shit. To death in jail?
Just say death first. Like, how many people you think you lost to, like, gun violence? Or just that you know that died?
Shit, I'll probably be down there in the hundreds. Because you got to think about, like, different hoods.
Yeah.
People I was cool
Even
with.
even if they were an op, you just knew them. Like,
oh, yeah, in the hundreds.
Over 100.
Yeah, in the hundreds.
So, like, this, it seemed like you, like, numb to it, right?
Yeah, I don't cry over deaths no more. I can go lie, I cried in jail when my big cousin died. I cried. Because that shit wasn't for him, though. But, yeah, I cried. But I don't really cry over deaths. Like, not no more. Like, I'm so used to it. And I don't like going to funerals. Like, I don't go to funerals. I went to Louis' funeral because them the rights Muslims got over each other.
Yeah.
He got that right that I got to go to his jannah, and watch him, go, feel me? So I have to go. If it's a Muslim, it's a must you go. Like, that's obligated. You got to go. You feel me? That's your brother rights over you. That's your sister rights over you. And you got the same thing through sickness and through death, So I had to go, but if I ain't had to go, I wouldn't went. I don't like funerals. I don't like being around a lot of sad people. I don't like letting people see me cry.
Yeah.